In this video, I will show you how you can use PayPal to create and send a free invoice. Hi, my name is David. If this is your first time watching my video tutorials and you get any value from the content that you watch, kindly consider subscribing, liking the video, and share it with your friends so that we can all learn together. Having the option to send a free invoice to your clients for work you've done is a good way, and PayPal makes that very easy. So for us to create an invoice, all we need to do is go to the Send and Request tab, click on it, and once we click on it, it's going to open up a new page. And there are a bunch of options here where we have the Send, Request, Contacts, More. We can also see an option here, Send an Invoice, and for the purposes of this video, we'll use this option. I'll also put in the direct link to creating the invoice in the description below if you need to just go directly to the PayPal invoice section. Just click on Send an Invoice, and once you click on that, then you'll get this new page where you have the option to manage invoices and recurring series and manage estimates. You can create an invoice or an estimate, and then the items, and then we have settings where we have the address book, business information, tax information, templates, and then we have the option for help. We also have invoicing feedback. Now, most of this you may never use, but the most important part is the option to create an invoice, where you can preview the invoice that you have at the moment. You can send it via PayPal or a link to yourself. You can also save it as a draft if you still have more items to add on in future. And you also have the option to save it as a template. If the work is repetitive that you're working on for your clients, then you can save it as a repetitive template. So this is what it looks like, and you can set your templates depending on what you're working on. Let's say I'm working on an hourly contract, and I need to set it as hours, and there we have it. It refreshes everything. You can also search for templates if you saved one. And now we get into the meat of things. So we start off with maybe your picture here. You can update that if you need to have a new picture. And then to your right, you have the options to choose the frequency of the invoice, the invoice number. This one is actually automatically generated. So you can use that. And then you have the invoice date, and you can select the invoice date where this will be sent automatically. It doesn't really have to need it to be there. And then you have the option here to have a reference such as a purchase order number, and then you have a due date that is due on receipt, or enter a specific due date. So that's a good thing. Now to my left, just under my picture here, if I expand this, then there is my contact information or my business information. So I've blurred that out in the video, but there is my contact or business information that I need to fill out. So the next thing that we can do here is we can add maybe one of my clients, but I'll also blur the contact details here. Let's say and once I add one of my clients there, their contact information will appear. Bill the invoice to this person, their name, their email, and then we have either you needed to ship something, and also the invoice language. You can add that. If you wanted to CC other people, then you can do that. Let's say the initial person is the manager and the other person is maybe the accountant. You can do that. But now we'll go to the meat of things. We'll scroll down, and then we have the option to customize. Since we're working on maybe an hourly contract, then we'll leave this as it is. But if you wanted to change that to anything else, a quantity or amount, then you can do that. Then you can add or remove a detail, maybe any of the options available. You can do all that. And then you can finally change the currency that you need to receive this in. If your client is in a different location, then ensure you choose the correct currency. Now, if you wanted to just fill out, let's say, videos for YouTube, and then we say I worked for like 10 hours, let's say at a rate of $15 an hour. So that comes to about $150. If you have any discount you wanted to give your clients, then you can do that. But you can keep going like that, adding more items, and also you can do a detailed description here. If you need to add an extra item, just click on this and you can add as many items as you want. And then you'll just scroll down slightly. You can say allow partial payment if that's an agreement you have with your client. If you'd like the client to tip you, that's also another good thing. And then we have a note recipient. Maybe thank you for your business, the terms and conditions also. And then if you wanted to attach some files, you can add that. Now, it is the user's responsibility to create an invoice that is compliant with local laws and regulations, including but not limited to the application of correct VAT rates. Now, that's up to you. But basically, that's how you create a PayPal invoice. We can do a quick preview. Let's just click on preview so we can see how our final invoice will look like. So here's our invoice, and I've blurred out some of the details, and it's just a simple invoice. So you'll see my picture, the contact, I've blurred that out, and then the invoice number, the date and the due date, and the amount. And then you can just scroll down for more details here. So that's how it looks like. It's pretty easy and quick. If you also wanted to print the invoice, you can do that, or even edit, and then you can even send it to yourself. Share link myself. So if you do not want to use PayPal and wanted to send it via email, you can use this particular option. So basically, that's how you create and send a PayPal invoice from PayPal. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you've got some value from this video, and if it was useful to you, kindly consider subscribing, liking the video, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video.